Smai pawb, sut ydych chi? Hello everyone, how are we all? Well, today the video I'm doing is basically I'm prepping for something that I'm doing tomorrow at church. I'm running a Christmas crafternoon, and one of the things that we're going to be doing is making Christmas cards. And I discovered this thing called, and I have to get this right because I always say it the wrong way round, stack, cut and shuffle. So basically you get hold of, I'll get one that I prepared earlier. So you get 4 pieces of card, all different, or different-ish. These are not too bad. In fact, if I put that one there, that makes them look a bit better. So 4 pieces of card, and the great thing with this is there's no set rules to it, no set sizes. Depending on what size card you make is the size that you cut these to, and then when you cut them down after that, again, it's up to you what size you want to do them. I can show you a bit better. I've done most of the ones I've cut are portrait, but I cut some out that were landscape. So I've already done a landscape one. So as you can see, I've got a slightly narrower bit there, a wider bit there. Don't look too closely. I put the first bit down on the wonk, so I had to sort of adjust everything else when I put it down. This bit will always be the same width. This bit will always be the same width. But then the depth that you do them, you sort of want to make them so that they don't look square. You know what I mean? So they're slightly offset each one. And then I just stuck a sentiment on the top. So that's one of the landscape ones. So I'm going to be making a portrait one with you, and then I'm going to do another one which is a faux shutter. It's called faux shutter, which is to do with these bits. When I first saw this, I thought that they'd got a piece of cardstock in this green colour, and then they'd cut out these bits to fit, and I'm thinking, gosh, that looks terribly complicated. It's a lot simpler than that. Literally, you have one piece of cardstock. Let's choose that one. One piece of cardstock which you put on, DSP, which you put on your cardstock. Then you put the well, I've put a gold glittery one and then the sentiment on top. You could just put the sentiment on white if you wanted, or whatever colour you like. And then these bits around the edge are literally just pieces of card that you stick on in such a way, but you have to do the same colour of this as the backing card, otherwise it doesn't look right. So that's why I'll be showing you the red one that I'm going to make as well. And then I did a little holly leaf from the Christmas Classics. And because I haven't got any, well, I have got some gold. I've got a gold ink pad, but I think it's dried up because it didn't do anything. So I thought, okay, what I'll do then is I'll stamp it in green. And then what I did was I got my Wink of Stella, and I just picked up the green and brought it into the middle, so to make that sparkly. But I don't know if you can actually see. Oh yeah, you can just see it's made the holly leaf sparkly. Now I haven't put any berries on yet because foolishly I've got everything ready to go for tomorrow, and of course I've put all my embellishments, my pearls and sequins and whatnot, in a big box, and they're right at the bottom. And I thought, oh, no, I can't be bothered to get them out just for this video. So I will do that tomorrow when I get there and do a bit more prepping. So that's what we're going to do now. So if I shut up and get on with it. So basically I've cut lots of these bits of Christmas. Now I do C6 cards, so I've cut these to 10 centimetres by 140. And then I've just cut loads from the St Nicholas paper and, oh, what's it called? Joy of Christmas, I think that was called Joy of Christmas. So I've basically just cut out lots of card ready for tomorrow. Whether I shall need it all, I don't know. But it's there ready, and then if it doesn't all get used tomorrow, then I will I can use it for making my own Christmas cards. Some of this stuff I've had for ages. This is an old DSP. That's the new joy. No, these ones are landscape, those ones were portrait, so I have to remember to keep these separate. I like that one, I really like that one. But again, that's an old DSP that's retired, and that's part of the new lot as well. So that's those over there. These ones, those ones have been cut so that you can tell that they're landscape or portrait. These ones, doesn't really matter which way up you put them, because, you know, a stripe's a stripe whichever way you put it, a check's a check whichever way you put it. And then these ones, again, this is the old DSP, doesn't matter which way around that is. And this one, I don't think it really matters which way around that one is. Or the same with that. So those ones are, it doesn't matter which way round they are. So I stick those over there underneath those, I think. Like that. Right, okay, so let us start with this one. Oh, and I need to get a card base out. I buy these card bases from our local craft shop. They're great. I could get them cheaper online, but I like to support my local craft shop. They're a great bunch of people. So the idea, oh, put that there. The idea with this is, now I need to put them back how they were, don't I? No, that one's all right. Bear with me 2 ticks. Okay, so the idea is you start off with your base card. Let me, I need to go up a bit. Yeah, there we go. You can see that a bit better. You start off with your pieces this size, which in my case is 10 by 140. You pick 4 different ones that you like, that you think go together, and then you cut them in whichever way you like, really, but as long as they all fit together. But so that's the, so you stack them, then you cut them, then comes the shuffling bit. Actually, I'm thinking I might have cut these a bit too big. Bear with me 2 ticks, I'll be back. Sorry about that, I'm back. I haven't cut them too big. It's just because I've got 4 of them sitting on top of an envelope, of card base. It doesn't work. So I've stacked them, I've cut them, and now comes the shuffling bit. So you keep one stack the same, and then you just move one behind on that one. Oh, actually that should be down here, shouldn't it? And that one up there. Yes, so ignore that, so let's put that one back. So shuffle that one. So that one you put one behind. This one you put 1, 2 behind. And this one, because there's 4, I just move the back one to the front. So that gives you 4 different bits to stick on your card. So I'll shift them over there. Get my glue. Now this one, I put the glue on the card base and then stuck the paper down, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm just going to do one there, and a bit in the middle. So the first one, you know, you just need to leave a little bit of an edge. And then I'll do the one underneath. Oh, you can't see me doing that, can you? I'm sure something's gone wrong with the focus on this. It doesn't seem to do it in the right place. So then you butt that one up against that one. Then I'll do this one, which will go there, and that one will go there. So, ooh, come on, you're new, you can't have run out. And then butt that one up against there. And butt that one up against there. Oh, I might just have misaligned that one slightly. There's a little tiny gap. It doesn't matter, it's not the end of the world. Now I've already punched and printed out some sentiments. So I've got another Deck the Halls in Real Red. I've got Peace on Earth in Shaded Spruce and Happy Christmas in Real Red. So I'll just get myself another couple of card bases. Oh, I'll have to open a new packet. Bear with me. Half of them have fallen on the floor now. Bear with me because this is going to sound horrible. Right, sort those out later. Okie dokie, so that's that one. I'll do these sentiments when I've finished all of them and give this a burnish. So the next one, I like this one. These are my particular favourites. Then that'll be that one, then that one, then that one. That one doesn't look as though it's cut very well. Let me just tidy the edge up a bit. I think I was trying to do too many pieces at once. I know it's just going to shave a bit off, but we can live with that. So, butt that up against there. And that one up against there. Oh, that's a bit close to the edge. I put it too far in this edge, but never mind. These are only samples to show folk how they're supposed to do them. Oh, get that bit of glue off there, I don't want that. And then butt that up there. So that's number 2. And number 3. The other things that we're going to be doing tomorrow are, we're going to be making dolly peg angels. Now, I have made a dolly peg angel, but I think I've put it out with the other stuff. Honestly, you should see my hallway, can't move for boxes. Right, remember to make this a little bit nearer that edge. There we go. And then that one, and that one. Or, yes, I will. I'll put those. I'll leave that one. That one's not too bad. Okay, so, whoops, butt that up against there. So, as you can see, this is fairly quick. I mean, you know, it does take a little bit of time doing the first lot of cutting. But once you're in the groove, it's a doddle. Right, number 4 coming up. Yes, so I was saying we're doing Dolly Peg Angels, and then I've also got some of those wooden slices, about that sort of size. I wanted that size. The first lot I ordered were tiny, absolutely tiny, but I've sorted something with them. I've put them in my grab bags that I've made for my craft stall the following Saturday at church. We've got our extravaganza in Llandudno on the 16th to the 19th of November. Love the Christmas extravaganza. And our church is open on the Saturday for tea and cakes and my craft stall and a few other bits and pieces. Hubby's going to be exhibiting his model railway layout. And there we go, that one's a bit on the wonk as well. But, you know, it's only for samples. So, oh, now how come I've only got 3 of those? I should have made another one of these. But I only made, I know what it is, I made 4 and used one on there. Not thinking that I would be making 4 cards. Right, so which one are we going to put where? So that can go there, that can go there, and that can go there. I'll find another one for that one later. So let's get some dimensionals. So, you know, they're quite simple really, aren't they? They don't take a huge amount of time. And pardon me. And you can get quite a lot out of a few sheets of 12 by 12 DSP. I'll just stick one of these on for now. So I'll put that there so that it covers over some of the join. So I'll do those afterwards because you don't want to sit watching me putting sticky things on. So that's the 4 different ones you can get from those particular 4 papers. Obviously you can use whatever papers you like, and as I said, the great thing is whatever size card you normally use, you just have to work out the size to cut your basic bit and then cut it into 4, or you can, and I have done a similar one with these 3 papers. So I've cut that one and that one again, 10 centimetres by 140, and I've cut them into 3. And again, you can cut them wherever you like. So I've stacked them, I've cut them, so now I shall shuffle them. Shuffling's a bit quicker with this because there's only 3. So probably ought to. I've got 1, 2. Let's get a 3rd one. So I've got 3 there. Put that back in the proper place. There we go. Right, so portrait. So if I put those there. So again, once you've cut them after stacking them, and then you shuffle them, and then I will put that one there. That one there. And that one there. And then I suppose what I could do is stick that on the top. Except I've now lost my... Honestly, how can I lose things when they're here? Oh, they're underneath the cards that I've just done. So I'll stick one of these on very quickly. And I'll put that right across the joint in the middle. So that's one. And as I've got the other two cards here, and there's only 3 pieces and it doesn't take too long, I'll get that one ready as well. So, yes, how far did I get? Sorry, I get so easily distracted these days. I'm sure it's my age. Put that one there. Yeah, I'm doing these little wood slices that we're going to do as Christmas decorations. So I've got some Sharpies, and I've got some, obviously I've got my Christmas stamp sets, which I'll be using. I did order some stencils to use to be able to help people to put various patterns on, and in the picture they looked as though they're the same size as my wood slices. Of course they're not, they're like 10 times too big, but I'm sure I can find a use for them somewhere else at another time. I'll put them in the in my Christmas Crafternoon box. They're all Christmas orientated, so I couldn't use them for anything else really other than Christmas. And last one coming up. Ooh. There we go. So that's 3 cards with the triangle. As I said, it doesn't matter whatever size card you have, just cut the base DSP to the size you want and then cut it into 3. You could probably cut it into more. 3 or 4 I think works. I think any more and then it starts getting complicated. And yeah, basically just have a stack of 3 or 4 DSPs and shuffle the second, the third and the fourth one so that you've got something different on every card. So there you go, that's that one. Now, very briefly, I will do this one. Now, I've been faffing about with these bits, which are the bits that go round the bit in the middle. Now on this one I did 1/2 centimetre because one of the people that I watched on YouTube, and I'm blowed if I can remember her name, she was American, so she was doing everything in inches, and she used 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch seemed too big, so I've gone for 1 centimetre now after doing these. So this one's 1/2 centimetre, these strips, and this one's 1 centimetre. Oh, the other thing that I've done with this, because it's dark card, I've put a piece of paper in. I always use 100 GSM, and then I've just stamped the little, I don't know what spruce, it'll be a spruce, won't it, in the Christmas Classics set. So what I did, because my shaded spruce ink was quite dark, I stamped it off once, and then I stamped it on the paper and then stamped it again, so that's had 3 stampings. Obviously stamped it off on a separate piece of paper so that it wasn't too dark in here, and then did the 3rd stamp, so that's quite good. So let's do that first because it's inside. So I've already stamped this one. Of course, the other thing you could do is you could use gold or silver markers or Sharpies to write inside. But I thought I would stick a piece of paper in. I know a lot of people, when they make cards using coloured cardstock, they put a piece of white card in there. I'm thinking, well, that makes it very heavy. And you know, we pay by the weight in with postage these days. So I thought, no, I shan't do that. I'll put paper in. Right, so I'm going to stick this down on here and this on there. Now I might stick that on there first. So I'm going to put some of this, and because this is glittery, I'm going to put a bit of liquid glue as well. Although I'm not very good with liquid glue, I tend to get it everywhere. I probably don't need that much. Right, so... oh, I hope my head's not in shot. Okay, so that's that. And then I need to stick this down. There, so just centre that up. I'm doing it by eye, but you could, if you wanted to, make a template by cutting a piece of white card the same, measuring halfway along there and halfway along there and doing a line down, and however far down you want it to go there and doing a line across, and then use a square die, put the points on the lines, and then you've got a square, so then you could put that down on top and then put that in the hole. I should have done one to demonstrate, but I didn't, so there we go. So the reason you'll find out in a minute why I'm doing this before I put that on here is because when you stick these on, they'll be sticking over the edge and you need to cut them off before you attach that to that. So anyway, let's stop waffling, woman, and get on with it. Now, because I've done these a centimetre, I can actually use my DSP. So I'll do it down to about there. Make sure I've got it the right way around. Do it very slowly. You probably can't see this. I'm probably doing it off camera. Yes, I am. Should have put a piece of paper down, but there we go. Right, so I'm going to just put that there to give me an edge to butt up to. Lovely. And then I'll do the same there. Make sure I've got the right, so let's put the glue on. Now, how much do I need on this one? Not quite so much. So from about there, I did this one using all liquid glue. Not a good idea. I just tend to get it everywhere. Lovely. And then put that there. Get this one. Now, how far is that going to go? Right, so do right there. I'll be going over this later on. Make sure I haven't got any left. Right, okay, so that then last one. There we go. Yes, I think that's much better width than the one I did on the green one. That's too narrow. So then we turn it over, get our scissors out and cut off the excess. There we go. So then it looks like that, which is lovely. So now I will stick that on my card front. Make sure I've got the card the right way up, because I've done that before now. I'm sure many of you have. Okay, so centre that. Lovely. And then it looks as though the card is all red, and then you've cut out these shapes and stuck them on in the right place. It's brilliant. Love it. And then last but not least, well, last for now, because as I said, all my sequins and whatnot are in a box out in the hall. Now I just need a piece of paper. Let's find a piece of paper. Oh, here we go, that'll do. When I put paper in the bin, which I then take to recycling, I never scrunch it up. I always fold it. A, it takes up less space, and B, if you need an emergency piece of paper, you can still use it. So I get my Wink of Stella out. Of course, I'll just show you how I did this, and then just pick up the ink from the edges and draw it into the middle. And it gives you a little bit of sparkle. The other thing you could do is you could stamp this with Versamark and then use embossing powder. Now I think the best thing, because I haven't done this for a long time, so I don't think I've got any embossing powders at all. If I have, goodness knows where they are. I think generally it's best to stamp something that you're going to heat emboss in the colour that you want, and then use clear embossing powder on the top. So it means you've only got to have clear embossing powder. You haven't got to worry about having this colour and that colour, and oh gosh, no, I didn't think I might need that colour. If you've got clear embossing powder and coloured inks, you're in. Right, let's just get rid of these bits before they stick to everything else. And I'll just give that a little bit of a blow, but there you can hopefully... Oops, sorry about that. My battery went, so I've just changed my battery. I bought 2 spare batteries, but they don't seem to be as good as the original battery. Well, they're not Panasonic ones for starters, which my original one is. So, but you know, it means I've got extra batteries now if I need it, and if such a thing like this happens. So anyway, as I was saying, you should be able to see, oh, I can't get it to show the, oh yeah, just showing that it's glittery. So that's really nice, but that would look equally good if you cut it, if you die cut it in shaded spruce, because that's a really nice green colour. That's That's that green colour. And heat embossed it in gold, stamped it in Versamark and heat embossed it in gold. Or stamp it with a gold ink and then put clear embossing powder over it. So that should be dry now, so I shall put a little bit of glue on the back of that. And I will put that just there. So there we go. So that's the faux shutter technique. And you need to have, whatever your background colour card is, this needs to be the same. So I've seen them done in Old Olive, Shaded Spruce, Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, somebody did one, there was one that was done in white, so it was a white card with white around here, and that looked lovely. They didn't have the gold bit at the back, so they left that out, and it was lovely. I thought, oh, I don't know if that'll work, but actually it did look really nice. So there's your faux shutters, and then there's your, oh, that's going to fall down. Oh, where's my other one gone? I've got those two there. Oh, that one. And then you've got your stack, cut and shuffle cards, which as you can see, it's all a doddle. So that's my demonstration ones to show people tomorrow what they can do if they want to. And next time I will probably get round to doing something with my new Meandering Meadows suite that I haven't actually touched yet, typically, but that's because I've been getting everything organised for this Christmas afternoon. So by the time this video goes out, it will have happened, and I may well put some pictures up on my blog, on my website. So I'll put a link to that below when this goes up. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and Hwyl am y tro.